So we all struggle with a lot of things in our lives, man, and we don't talk about it because most of the time we're ashamed of the things that we struggle with the most in our lives. But I just want to tell you that even as a person that I am, and I spend my life helping other people and being able to like motivate them, give them encouraging words, being able to let them know that no matter what happens or what you're going through, it's going to be all right. How can we create a plan so that you're able to overcome specific things? But then there's me as a person, as a coach, as a mentor, as a person, as a father, as someone who actually, have to stay motivated for everybody else. Is that I struggle just like you. And when I struggle, it's like my struggle is about how do I stay motivated for other people? How do I show up not only for myself, but for other people? How do I get to look myself in the face and in the mirror and tell myself that, you know, am I a hypocrite because I have bad days? Am I someone who's not living my truth because I struggle just like my clients struggle? Am I someone who keep telling myself that I can't achieve my goals because I'm not there yet? It's taking me so long to get to where I want to be in life. And the crazy thing about it, and it's just the crazy thing about it is that who's there to help push me and to support me? And a lot of times people don't know what to do because they look at me as somebody like, I look up to you. You're a motivator. You always there for people. You seem like you got it put together so well. But not realizing that every day is a struggle to get up to motivate myself, to motivate other people. And it's okay because I took on that responsibility because of that's what I enjoy. I enjoy serving other people, but I want people to understand that it's not easy. And I know in your life, it's like whatever you're struggling with, it's not easy for you either. But the thing about life is that even though it's not easy, we still have to figure out how do we show up for ourselves for where we're struggling at in our lives today. We don't think about 5 years from now, like, man, the problems I'm going to have 5 years from now, 5 months from now, 30 days from now. But it's the issues that you have today. And how are you showing up for yourself, even though it's hard to show up for yourself when you hit rock bottom, when you don't have the money, when you're basically been battling mental issues, when you've been telling yourself that you're going to do more, you're going to do this, when you have friends that don't support yourself, when you have loved ones that don't support you, when you're feuding with people that you love and it hurts you to even fight with them because you know that there's something more. It's real hard. And I'm just giving examples about my life that things that I struggle with, the love that I have for so many people where it's just like, I just wish it was better. But I also want you to understand as I'm speaking to you that no matter what goes on in your life, no matter who you may be feuding with, no matter what love that you're not receiving back from other people, no matter if you don't have finances today, even if you don't have a job today, or even if you just figure like, man, I don't know what to do with my life. I want you to understand that every day you get up, I want you to make a promise to yourself. And a lot of times we're in the place where we at in our lives because we make promise to ourselves, but we also break the most promises to ourselves. And this is the reason where we're at in our lives because we continue to break promises to ourselves, thinking that somebody else is going to fix it. It's not. Thinking that, I'm here, but who's going to help me get out? I want you to realize nobody's coming to help you. God, He's there for you 24/7. But I also want you to understand is that He wants you to show up for you. He wants you to say, hey, what work are you going to do for you? And that's the part where I struggle. I know my clients struggle. I know other people around the world struggle. is that they don't know how to show up for themselves. And that's the biggest problem, because we have so many other things to show up for in our lives. I want you to know that you're not alone. The loneliness, we all got it. When you feeling like nobody got your back, we all been there or still there. When you feel as if like, yo, how do I show up every day when I feel like I'm being beat down? I feel like I got center blocks being thrown at me and I'm just dodging every situation. And I seem like I don't get a breath of fresh air. I don't get to move forward. I feel like I'm always moving backwards. It's like I'm spending money and not making money. It's like I'm loving people and I'm not receiving the love back. It's like, yo, I'm doing what I think I'm supposed to do and it's not returning the favor. I want you to know, man, is that no matter what you do, is that don't give up. Because every time you're helping somebody else, you're helping yourself. Every time, every bill that you pay, you're like, yo, I'm spending money and I'm not getting back, but you are getting back. Every time that you feel lonely within yourself, you feel like no one is there, love yourself. Every time you think like, man, how do I stay motivated? How do I basically push myself through these hard times? You get up and you make promises to yourself. This upcoming year, I just want everybody to begin to make promises to themselves and keep those promises and make it so important that you have to keep those promises, that you're willing to do those promises before you're willing to get up and go out the door in the morning to go to work and serve somebody else. Begin to serve yourself with the promises that you make for yourself. Begin to look at your life. I'm staying motivated because of the promises that I've given myself. I'm overcoming the struggle in my life because of the promises that I promised myself. I'm able to build the life that I desire because of the promises that I promised myself. It's the promises that you keep within yourself, that you show up for yourself. When I'm lonely, I think about the promises. Because those promises are not going to make you lonely anymore. Those promises are not going to keep you broke. Those promises are not going to break your heart. We have to learn how to show up for the things that we promise ourselves, man. Every goal that you set for yourself, every commitment that you commit to yourself, every task that you tell yourself that you're going to complete, you have to do it. Because if you don't do it, it just keeps allowing you to break yourself. When you don't adhere to your promises, when you promise yourself that you're going to do something, when you promise yourself you're going to show up, when you don't do it, you're just lying to yourself. And the more you continue to lie to yourself, the more you continue to lose yourself. Let's stop losing ourselves. Let's prove to the one person that matters the most. And I tell everybody this. I tell my clients this. I tell my mom this. I tell my friends this. I tell everybody this. The only person that matters the most to you is you. Because you can't give somebody something that you don't have. So begin to make the promises to yourself that you're going to show up for yourself in 2025. That you're going to show up and become a better person within yourself. That make the promise to learn more about who you are. Make the promise to love more of who you are. Make the promises to grow more for who you are. Become a person that leads themselves to greatness in their life because of the promises that they make for themselves. And understand, we only got one life to live. We don't get a do-over in life. But the one thing that we can do for ourselves is begin to make promises that we get to commit to, promises that we get to actually agreed upon, promises that we actually get to show up for. This is your promise. This is your year. Understanding that the more promises that you keep to you, and you don't have to share this with anybody. This is you. This is a time for you to show up for you. Make the promises that you're going to keep for yourself. Not the 6-month promise, not the 1-year promise, but the daily promise of showing up for you.